Alright, we're going kayaking today. You bought rain gear for a reason. Might as well use it. Well, that did not take long. Already hooked up. Legitimately my second cast, no joke. Right into a little piece of structure that was sitting on the ground. I could see the catfish. He was underneath it. Flipped it in there. Boom. Right away. Feels like a good one. Pulling me all over. Yep, I see him right now. Probably have him landed in about 1 minute. Got some baby mergansers up ahead too. One of my favorite birds to see on the creek. They got those red heads. Look at those things. And they actually sit on the mother's back when they're little. All right, caught him. The sun's coming out a little bit too. Let's take him to shore, I'll show you. There's those baby ducks again. Right there. On the minnow jig. First one of the day. Not nearly as big as the one I'm after. There's some really big fish here, but we'll take it. Nice catfish. Let's put it back. After catching that catfish on this jig here, even though it wasn't a big catfish, all of them have super rough, sharp teeth. On the top and bottom, it's like sandpaper. It's when they grab a fish, it helps them hold onto it. That's why when you see people noodling them, it rips up their hands. I had one ripped up my hand pretty good last week. I got a herring over there, but I'm gonna cut this line and retie it because it completely frayed my line. And there's bigger fish, and I don't wanna lose one just because of the small one. All right, well, it looks like the rain has kind of held off, and that wasn't the plan. The plan today was to show you guys how easy it is to catch catfish in a way more fun way, and you can do it in any weather. So maybe the rain will come back, but for now, I guess we're gonna be fishing some good conditions regardless. This bank here, I like catfishing, and obviously I like fishing, but I hate just sitting, throwing a line out and just waiting. I wanna go wrangle some animals. I wanna catch giant fish. I want it to be aggressive and fun and fast. So what we're gonna do, I started doing this years ago. You find a bank that has soft mud, and you can scout it if you know that there's some catfish holes, and all you're gonna do is you're basically noodling, but with your fishing pole. So what I'm gonna do, first I'll cast one time parallel to see if anything shoots out and get it. But then if they don't, I'm gonna reel this lure to the top like this. And just picture the jig as my hand, and it's going in the hole, hoping for the catfish to bite, and then you pull them out. That's what noodling is, but I'm not getting my hands ripped up today, so I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna poke it into the hole, and as soon as the fish bites, you're gonna pull it out like this. It'll set the hook, and a lot of times the fish shoot out, and then obviously it's gonna pull drag. You want your drag kind of low, and then they're gonna go for a little run, and you'll reel them in. So it's super exciting. You're just gonna be going along the bank, poking into all the catfish holes. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. You never know when they're gonna hit, and you'll feel it just boom, they hold on to it and they shake it around, and you pull it, and they swim out and you pull them in. But make sure you use kind of a older rod. I've had this rod for about 2 years now. I got some new ones at home, so I'm not too worried about it, but I have broken the tip off the rod a couple times. So let's go see if there's a big catfish waiting. You just want to go slow, like this, quietly, barely moving. Even if you don't have a catfish hole, just kind of swing it back and forth, kind of like people do when they're musky fishing, that figure eight that they call it, right by the boat. So you're just kind of swinging this around, poking around, hoping to find a hole. And even if you're not hitting a hole, sometimes they're just sitting under here and they just come out and they just bite you. Ooh, this one goes back far. Got one. Got one. Look at that. I thought I heard him moving in there. Yep. Got a nice one. Look at that. How much more? Oh, he's decent size. How much more exciting is that? Look at that. Wow, 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 wow. Look at that. It's just like noodling, but now you get to reel him in. Look at that fish. Actually, I might be able to net him right away. I got him so quick. Okay. Honestly, normally that doesn't happen. Normally they sprint out of the hole and shoot away, but all right. Not bad. Look at that, and just hit the hook. Perfect. Okay, what I was saying was, this one's bigger than the first one, and it's just such a fun way to catfish. You get the excitement of noodling, but you're not ripping up your hands and you're still catching big fish. This is not the biggest one. There are way bigger ones. And this one was kind of easy to catch, to be honest with you. So we're gonna put this one back and go catch the big one. Let's let it go. I'll tell you what, I came out here today expecting to fish in the pouring rain. It wasn't gonna thunder, but it was gonna pour all day. Geese are chirping. But it doesn't look like it's gonna rain. I can see the lake. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain, and that's why I never trust the weather people. Every time I go fishing, it's either gonna be super nice and it pours, or it's gonna pour and it's super nice. So regardless, I just go fishing no matter what. I'm gonna hit the rest of this bank here and see if there's a bigger one. Let's start poking around again. And what's really cool about that fish that I just caught is you'll kind of hear them coming sometimes. Like when a bass sometimes hits a topwater, sometimes you'll see the ripples coming. When you're fishing for catfish this way, sometimes you'll hear them like kick inside the hole, and it tells you they're coming. It kind of sounds like a car door shutting in the distance. See the catfish holding this one under the roots of the tree. All right, let's go upstream. There's some more holes over there. Look at that. Oh, that is awesome. Whoa. That was my first snapping turtle bite. Wow. That is the coolest. This is my favorite snapping turtle I've ever caught. I catch the big ones. Oh, my paddle's going downstream. Shoot. Okay, well, look at that. I can't tell you how long I've been looking for a little snapping turtle this size. Obviously, they're harder to find when they're so little, but this, I might even take this thing home, I'm not even kidding you. This is the perfect size snap. I mean, I catch the big ones all the time, but this one is just so cool and small. Look at its little shell. Look how pointy it is. Look at that. Most of the snapping turtles I catch, I gotta use two hands, but look at that. Look at these claws. It's so much easier for me to show you what this one's like. Ooh, that was too close. A lot of times it's hard for me to show you up close these snapping turtles because they're so heavy. And obviously the room for error is small because if I get bit, you know, it's a couple fingers, some stitches. This one, if it bit me, it wouldn't take a finger off. It would hurt, but I'm serious, I might take this one home. Raise them for a little bit. How cool. Look at the tail. These things are like little dragons. Let's see if he bites the camera. Yeah, he's... Look, he wants to bite me so bad. You think he'll bite my hat? That is the coolest snapping turtle. I think I'm gonna bring this one home and raise him for a couple months. Okay, well now that I thought about it, I'm actually just gonna leave this guy here. As cool as he is, and as bad as I do actually want to take him home and raise him, I'm just gonna put him back. It's best for the turtle. This is his natural environment. There he goes. This water is receding crazy, man. This morning, what in the world? This morning, I've never seen this in my life, how it's receding like this. This is bizarre. We got a tsunami coming. This morning I kayaked through that. It hasn't even been 2 hours. We kayaked over that this morning. That's bizarre. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, that's probably why the water was receding so much. I ended up getting off the water early. A complete downpour. I got notifications on my phone of a tornado warning, so we're heading home. I ended up putting the turtle back because it is terrible out here. Got the kayak loaded. Let's roll. Wow. This is crazy. Look at this. Unreal. Tornado. I can't imagine if I was still on the water. I can't see the car in front of me or nothing. Sun's coming out. Wow. It's probably going to be a wicked rainbow.